Mercury is finally out of his retrograde shadow, and this week we've got some fresh new energy. If you're not feeling it yet, don't worry, you will. Motivation to stop putting things off and confidence to make decisions and get things done. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Thank you, Mercury and Mars. This week we're ready to move forward and make progress. So what's the catch? There's always a catch. Well, even though we feel like we can take on the world, we can also overdo things, spread ourselves too thin, and get burnt back out again. But ultimately, there's some good energy to work with. We just need to find a balance. Let's figure out how. Hey Astro Babes, this is Ashley of More Than Your Sun Astrology, and welcome to As Above, So Below, your weekly horoscope for September 9th through September 15th. If you're ready to sync your life with the stars, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll show you how. So the juicy stuff this week really starts happening around Tuesday, Wednesday, because on Wednesday the 11th, Mercury finally exits his retrograde shadow. He's moving back at his normal speed. So now we're ready to move forward with a lot more clarity. You feel really confident about pulling the trigger, making decisions. And if you've had any issues or mishaps going on with technology, phones, computers, TVs, anything, you'll get more clear on what's been going on and how the issue can be resolved. Pretty soon after Mercury leaves the shadow phase, he meets up with Mars to amplify that feeling of resolve. Like, okay, now I'm really ready. I'm ready to move forward. I'm done being confused. I'm done going back and forth. I'm tired of being stuck and I'm just ready to move and make something happen. So if there's something you've been putting off doing or conversations that you know you need to have, but you haven't been wanting to go there, now's the best time to resume those projects, get your house clean and in order, and have those conversations. Moving on to the next day, Thursday the 12th, up above, the sun squares Jupiter. You're the sun represents you. And Jupiter is about growth, expansion, joy, and optimism. He's happy and jolly. Like Jupiter wants to sit around with a cocktail, tell stories, and just wants everybody to have a good time. Oh, you're done with your drink? Let me pour you another and another. Don't just get one sandwich. There's a whole platter. Make sure you fill yourself up. It sounds like a really good time, and it can be. The challenge is the square. The sun is squaring Jupiter, and squares tend to bring out that side. The side of you that makes people think, oh, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. And so while Jupiter can promote abundance and confidence, he's the life of the party, but sometimes Jupiter can overdo it. There's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. Nobody likes people who are boastful and arrogant. It's annoying. Another thing that can happen with the sun squaring Jupiter is that we feel like we can take on the world. And with Mercury sextiling Mars, giving us the mental motivation, we're literally telling ourselves, I gotta get this done, I gotta get that done. Oh, and I forgot about this over here, but I can do that too. And we're getting it done. And it's so wonderful because there's a sense of satisfaction that comes with taking care of business. However, you want to be cautious of overextending yourself. Running the errands, doing the chores, and saying yes to everything and everybody who asked you to add on something to your plate. You feel like you can do it all, and your mind's telling you, I got it. And you might have it. I'm not saying you don't. All I'm saying is remember to rest. Remember, it's okay to say no, because only you know what you have the time and the capacity to get done. Heading into the weekend, there's some really nice energy. Saturday the 14th, Venus trines Jupiter. And there's just this sense of love and peace and this inner joy that for whatever reason, we haven't been able to experience for some time. With Venus in the picture, themes of beauty, finance, and relationships come into play. And Jupiter brings joy. Venus and Jupiter are the two benefics, so when the two benefics come together in a nice, easy flowing energy like a trine, this should be a really good day. And it's a good day to do things like get a massage or a facial, get your nails done, something to beautify yourself. It's probably also a really good day for, dare I say, spending money, because you're probably going to be really happy with your purchase and not have buyer's remorse. Now with Jupiter in the picture, we do have to be cautious of overspending, but if you do, at least you'll probably be happy with what you bought and you'll think it's all worth it. Lastly, I would say this is a great day to hang out with friends, have a date night, just really kick back, let your hair down, and have a good time. Good drinks, good food, good company type energy. So you can see this weekend is really positive for lots of things. Enjoy this day, really the entire week. We haven't had a week with a lot of easy flowing energy like this in a while. And by Sunday, it might not feel so easy flowing anymore, because on Sunday, Mars will square the nodes, the North Node and the South Node, which I talked about last episode. I'll throw that video up at the end of this one in case you want to look at it. But basically, the South Node speaks to the past and our old habits. The North Node speaks to where we're trying to go and what we're trying to get to. If we can get out of our own way and stop repeating the same cycles, then we can move forward towards the North Node on the path that's more aligned with where we ultimately want to be. Mars is the planet of action, motivation. He creates movement, but also can be quick to anger and show aggression. He's kind of plotted right in between the two nodes. And so we can feel like we're at a crossroads. This is crossroads energy. We've got one foot in the past and one foot in the future, and we don't quite know which direction to move. Of course, you want to move forward. We always want to move forward, but there's some unfinished business you've got to take care of first. I would recommend taking care of it sooner than later. You know what you have to do, so you really need to just go ahead and do it, because next week we have the first eclipse of this eclipse season. And eclipses are times of big changes. And when eclipses hit, you might not get to choose what changes. Well, that's it for this week. Let me know if you found this helpful and how you're seeing things show up for you. Don't leave without hitting that subscribe button right now so that you never miss out on what you need to know to stay in sync with the stars. Always remember you can book a personal reading and grab a copy of my free ebook, Everyday Guide to Parenting Children by Their Moon Signs, on my website, mtysastrology.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.